Hello, everyone. This is Grand Madam's Collective. Good afternoon. I'm a bit later right about now, but I had some things to take care of. I still have a question. Oh, welcome. I'm so sorry. Welcome to all those who if this is your first time. Welcome to all those who've been with me since day one. And well, let's see what we can get started. First of all, let's start with our breathing. We are going to do 3 breaths. In for 3 seconds, hold for 3 seconds, exhale for 3 seconds through the mouth. Nose, hold, mouth. Let us begin so we can get this going. Hey, Kamoyo, I missed you, dear. Hello, Rita. How are you? Breathe in, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3. One more time, last time. Okay, that should get our mind right for this reading. Ibrahim Traore, what's going on? Now, of course, we know that the West doesn't like him because they can't contain him and they can't control him. But yeah, and we know about the death threats and we know about the assassination attempts. However, hey, Tracy. Russia has sent 500 troops. China has sent 500 more troops. And North Korea. Oh my God, I forgot. I forgot the president of North Korea's name. Has sent 700 troops. That's 1,700 troops to protect him. What the hell's going on? Yeah, he got them all in their feelings and in their pocketbooks. Because when he paid off that tab to the U.S., Kim Jong-un, thank you very much. They really upset the Western leaders. No control. So now that he's divorced the West, now he's in danger. But 1,700 troops? Is there something going on that we have not been told about in the regular media? I wonder. Okay, let's take a look at that. I am going to use What Lies Beneath and Out of Hand to clarify, and the Golden Tarot, along with the pendulum, when need be. Okay, so let's just see. Oh, go closer here. I'm going to put you right here. That's good enough. Yes. So what is behind? Now I know I just had the feeling, allegedly, that President Kim Jong Un sent his 700. He was like flexing, showing off, profiling, styling and profiling. But hey, cat, Putin is different, and so is President Xi Jinping, President Xi. Okay, I'll leave it at that. President Xi. They're serious. Okay, so let me ask, what is behind all this? What would you call it? What do you call it? Sending troops to Burkina Faso. What's behind, Barbara? What is behind the Putin sending troops? Okay, President Xi is sending troops. King Jong-un is sending troops. Anybody else sending troops? What's going on in Burkina Faso? And why are these folks so interested in preserving the life of President? He should be president by now, but Ibrahim Traore. Okay. What's going on behind the scenes? What's the catch? That's what I'm asking for. We know what the catch is. They're going to get in there and they're going to do their little do. They're going to protect and they're going to defend until they get what they want. He knows this. So now I want to know what we want. What do they want from him? Why did they want him protected? Hello, Generals Beth. Nellie, hello. Barbara, yeah, I already said hello. Tracy, did I say hello? I just read your message. Okay. What's behind all this troop moval to Burkina Faso? I know they're really in support of Captain Traore. Okay, from the What's Beneath, we have action, total drama. Okay, they're ready for action. Dun, 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 dun. Because the West, just come on, yo, you said it. The West is in their fields. Mm-hmm. Ooh, burning evidence. This could be attempts. This could be something that was discovered. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know they tried. Did you see the French woman they sent? They sent her in there. Oh my God. She was supposed to be supporting the women of the villages in Burkina Faso. And in the meantime, girlfriend was around there snapping pictures of restricted areas and trying to find. She did discover their war capability. She did. And then she got busted. And he himself let her know, no, girl, we're not doing, no. Mm-mm. I know what you did. I know who you are. Now go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want to hear it. Woo. Okay. Mm-hmm. So now investigations are abounding. You know, they tried to poison him allegedly, and I don't know if any shots have been fired, but now they're trying to. Yeah, they of course they used women. They use women whenever they want to for whatever they want to. Yeah, when it comes to something getting what you want, there's no distinguishing between men and women. Everybody's a resource. Yeah, this is talking about her getting caught up again. She was French. She was French. Okay. There's a depression there. Who is depressed? I hope he's not depressed. Oh, that could be the West still in their fields because the contracts have been broken. Well, he in turn is fighting for what he loves. Claiming what's yours, love is a battlefield. Well, in Burkina Faso, it pretty much is. Yes. It pretty much is. Yes. Mm-hmm. Some people are trying to run away. I guess they are. Some are being chased away and chased out. Mm-hmm. They were hoping they could catch him with promiscuity, but that didn't work. This man is disciplined. This man is so disciplined. I took one look at him and his little wife, and I said, "Oh my God, that poor girl. Yeah, that's discipline. Sometimes it's just too much." Hi, Sheila. Have you ever met a man who's just so disciplined and regimented? And everything is organized to the nth degree. Everything is timed. There is no deviation from it. Somebody wound that tight. I'm like, oh my God, girl, what did you think you were going to do with him? What did you really think you were going to do with him? Nothing. She didn't know. She just knew. She just knew she had him sewed up with her words. Oh yes, no, and I do believe all she could use was her words because he didn't want anything else. Hater. Ah, she didn't understand. No, he has the emotional intelligence, dear. Something you're not used to every day when you're dealing with a man as your spy. Mm-hmm. See, these women are trained to catch men at their weakest, and vice versa. The men are trained to catch the women in position at their usual their sexual weakness. Andrew Bustamante talked about that, how they use sex in espionage. And first of all, they want to find out how kinky you are. Once they know how kinky you are, that's when they introduce the opportunities to let's get kinky. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And next thing you know, you have spilled all the secrets. And it doesn't take long either. But they're there to cultivate you for sure. Hello, Kristen. How are you? Had to call. Ooh. Oh. You get folks, you asking the same damn question. Will he be impeached? I strongly believe he will be. I don't know if it's impeachment. All I care about is removal. He is going to be removed. Now he's got 7 articles of impeachment over his head now. The House has to pass the vote. I haven't heard a thing about it. They'll probably have a new pope before they even send those articles through. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The West is falling apart. That the partnership they had with Burkina Faso is falling. It's broken. It's broken. Yeah, the West. First of all, they don't know how to talk to anybody. General language. I'm like, sir, I was ready to jump through the TV screen. I understand you're a general, sir, but you're gonna have to tone that down when you talk to those men. They're real men. They're real men. They're just as tough as you are. Don't ever take their charm and kindness for weakness. Because they can stand there with a smile and cut your head off, allegedly. Not that they would do anything like that, but don't go barking at them like that. No. Lesson you need to take from women sometime. Read the room. Yeah. So he blew it. He blew it with that. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Check yourself, sir. So now they think they could do with him, Traore, what they've been doing with everybody else, and it did not work. Nah. Yeah. Fake friends. Okay. Now, let's get into what do they hope to gain? What do they hope to gain? No shucks. Wait a minute. What do they hope that says betrayal? Yeah, we know about that. What does let me use these cards. What does Putin hope to gain supporting Captain Traore? What does he hope to gain from Burkina Faso? What does he hope to gain? And China, I know they're going to hook up the infrastructure with the bridges and everything because they're very good, and the rail, because they are, oh my God, they have the best in the world. And I'm not saying allegedly, I've been watching the shows. So they have been hooking it up. The only people that come closest to them when it comes to their railway are the Japanese. Mm-hmm. So what does Putitang want with Burkina Faso? What does Putitang want with Burkina Faso? What lies beneath his support of Burkina Faso? 3-card pull. I'm not going to be on here long because I don't think I need to right about now. Okay. This is interesting. They're feeling okay. Putitang feels like it's about to blow up with the West in Burkina Faso. And when that happens, they want to be there to pick up the pieces. They feel that bad choices were made with the West. Yeah, especially that little French girl. She done popped up again. And yeah, Aiden again. As they thought they could push Burkina Faso around like they've been pushing other African countries around. Yeah, so that's okay. So picking up the pieces. Bottom of the deck. Huh. I already know the tea. Insecurities, Russia's insecurities. Breaking a contract with the West. That's what he, and I already know the T. Okay. So Russia knows what's getting ready to go down. They're going to set the record straight, keep the record because they know it's going to be a toxic move. They're going to do something. The West is going to do something to him. They're going to try to shut out his funds. Okay. They're going to try to freeze his funds. Well, they did. They did. And what did they do? They turned around and had more funds and they thought nobody knew he had funds like that. And it was a countrywide effort, because even some of the people were making their donations to clear off the debt to the United States. And you know that was a big boost in the ego of the people. They really feel great about who they are now. And see, that's another step. Trying to keep people feeling better about themselves, feeling that they're losers, feeling that they're less than. He just, Traore just blew that out the water. So they don't have that anymore. So, so we know what Russia wants. What does, we use we use these. What does, pick up the pieces. I'm going to be your friend. Yeah, we know he knows what you're trying to do. What does China want out of this? But China's been in Africa for a while. They're putting up bridges. I'm telling you, they're beautiful. And Morocco's moved in on it too. What is China looking for? And support. Hi, Jaconda. And support of Burkina Faso. What is China looking for? Basically, what it looks like. All those mineral rights and everything else that the United States had discovered and France had, they have now completely lost, and it's gone to the competition. That's basically at the competition. You know, nobody gives a damn about what your policy is. Nobody cares about your politics. It's like, okay, let's see how much money we can make doing this. How much can I make doing that? We're talking about semiconductors. Okay, let's see. I can modernize your world, Captain, with our semiconductors, says China. So what does China want in return? Fundamental change. That's the card. Some people are really worried about this. 8 of Swords. Yeah, that's the end of working with the West. That's what that is. Look at the conflict. Conflict that has been created. Saudis thought they could jump in it, and the captain said, no. This is them trying to build and trying to make things. Okay. Trying to build a peace so they can build up. See, infrastructure. Success. They want to see Burkina Faso successful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Super success. Yeah, because if you build them up, they're going to love you and they're going to make all kinds of business deals with you. You keep their infrastructure moving fast, moving solid. You have bridges, you build railways, you sell your cars there. That is an open. Oh, the United States fucked up. Yeah. The United States just messed everything up. So China is offering infrastructure. Let's see, what is Kim Jong-un offering? What is he offering? What can he bring to Burkina Faso that Burkina Faso needs? In other words, Mr. Traore has become the business partner of the year. He might be considered the business partner of the century, the world's business partner, best business partner. And this is just all, and these countries, China, Russia, North Korea, all coming in just being nice. Just being nice. Well, let's say cordial. Just being cordial, which is what nice. So what does Kim Jong-un want from Burkina Faso? Okay. Okay. Steel. I'm thinking stainless steel or whatever it takes. Iron. That's the Ace of Swords. I'm just assuming this sword is made of steel. Alloys. Um, Rare earth. Minerals. Materials. Not sure. Okay. The Empress. Oh wow. Give me a minute. Import exports. Exporting what? Hold on. I'm really feeling exporting foodstuffs. Food, farming stuff, agricultural stuff. King Jong Un. Jong. He's sending. These are the soldiers he's sending. Mm-hmm. Knights of Wands. Yeah, to quell any instability there. Two of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. And 7. Just in case things get hung up. That's interesting. That is really interesting. I don't really have to do a reading on China because China is, we already know. We already know. That is all about railways, bridges, because Burkina Faso is landlocked. So they're going to have to drive their products through or send them via a rail. So they've got to build railways for them. Now, Morocco has been offering to open their markets and build railways in that part of the continent also. I'm thinking more so Mali. Maybe the Sahel. I don't know. King has offered that. I don't know if he's working with Burkina Faso at all, though. But I just thought that was interesting. So they're putting their bids in and they're sending their troops now. Okay, so what's going on? Who's typing in caps? What are you typing in caps? Grand Madam, what? Most really gone. What? Oh, I think, Camellia, they're typing in caps, so I'll see them. Muskrat is gone. The mosquito is gone. Now, I thought he'd been gone, but the way they're showing it is like he went last night or went yesterday. But I told you folks, remember when we kept seeing that boat and desert and those readings, the boat in the desert, the boat in the desert. That's all we kept seeing for several readings. I thought basically it was Trump going back to Mar-a-Lago and catching that slow boat to China or wherever you catch it, because he's down there in the island. He's got some islands down there too. But yeah, Musty is gone. He is gone. So I'm not going to be on here long. I know it's 20 minutes, but I'm just, I need my rest, y'all. I don't know what's going on with me. I did good on the trampoline. I did a whole 17-minute video without stopping, and then I got on my bike. Maybe I'm just tired. I don't know. But I am really taking my rest seriously now. I wish I could be on here with every day, but I can't. And that is weird for me. So, okay, Jacan, this is greetings and salutations. Hello, greetings and salutations. Hi, Carol Newsom. I love your name. Oh, my God. The new Pope, popes don't, the new Pope, I'm feeling, and I don't like the feeling, but I'm just feeling they're going back to whatever conservative Pope they've been missing. The Catholic Church takes 2 steps ahead and then 6 steps back. And this other Pope is going to be doing the same. He's not going to be anything like Pope Francis. I guess you would call me a recovering Catholic, but I've decided to, just pick up spirituality tips and practices and like forego any organized religion. So looking from the outside in, They've done the liberal thing. Now they're going to go back to the conservative thing, and they do like cycle, 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 cycle. Obama tried to tell. Well, yeah, he's not the only one. Barbara says Obama tried to tell American businesses to invest in Africa. Well, guess what? There are some African American businesses, those little micro businesses that have gone over there and really expanded. They've got their hospitality shops over there. They've got their little cafes over there, especially in Tanzania. Ghana. I don't know what the hell's going on in Ghana, but it was real estate development over there, and they were building communities. They were really doing large developments, and some not so large. They kill those people over there, but allegedly. But there were too many entrepreneurs going over there, women too, and men, being especially women from the U.S. and the U.K. going to Ghana and building something. Now, maybe it was because they didn't know where they were, and they had put themselves in great danger, and they were murdered and robbed. And they were murdered and robbed. And this last woman that was killed, and it seems to be always related to the health. So I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. And I'll leave that alone. Oh, hello, Rita. Hi, Patricia Rees. Okay. I thought Cash Patel was good. That is, that Cash Patel, he's very, very shrewd. And right now he's very, very quiet. But the FBI is going to pay for snatching up that Judge Dugan. They're going to pay for backing up ICE. Because from what I have seen on YouTube, on my, political shows, those people, I mean, she's a better person or maybe a better woman than I am. Because had they stormed in my goddamn courtroom like they did hers with a fake ass, an administrative warrant, their asses would be sitting behind the cells in the basement. Over here, we have holding areas, their cells in the basement of the courthouse. That's where their asses would be sitting just for trying me. But yeah, so if anybody was going to be locked up that day, it would have been them. Mm-hmm. Because as far as I'm concerned, that was abduction. Anyway, oh shucks, what was the question? Cash Patel. Oh, that's probably why he's so quiet. And have you noticed that Ms. Bondi is getting quiet too? Mm-hmm. No, he's not completely gone yet, Linda. He's not. Okay, what's happening? What's going on here? Hold on. Okay, I answered that one. All right. Oh, sidebar. Kamoyo, about my dirt chickens, calling my ravens. They released Justin Tucker on a misconduct charge. I am so disappointed because they could have arranged that better. And he would not have had to go wherever hell he went for that service. But moving right along. Hey, Renee D, how are you? Jaconda. Yeah, just not even, don't put that. No, he's not a magistrate. The magistrates are at least lawyers. Up for judgeships, maybe. They could be judges. He's just a paper pusher. Hey, cat. Misconduct. Well, I'll send you a mess. I'll message you. I can't talk. Oh, what do you call it? What do you call it? Happy endings at the wrong establishments. Moving right along. The rug. Yeah, Kristen. The rugs are getting pulled up. Oh, they are definitely magistrates. She kind of said they're magistrates. Yes, he has a wife. The American Pope. Oh, that's all we need. I don't know. That would be interesting if we had an American Pope. Hold on a second. Will the next Pope that sits on the Vatican, will the next Holy See be an American? No, not this time. Not this time. Will the next Pope be a man? Will the next Pope be a man? Will the next Pope be a man? Yes. Okay. Will the next Pope be the African cardinal, the African man, the African, the ones who believes that divorce is nothing more than institutionalized adultery? Will he be the next Pope? No. Okay, it's not him either. All right. Hi, Veronica. The Pope. Which Pope? What Pope is? What the Pope is American. The Pope is supposed to be global. But what do you mean? Wait a minute. Whoa. Have they gotten the Pope already? No, they hadn't chosen him this morning. Hold on. Let me go check. I have not been watching the news. Where is my? Oh, I have to look here. An American? Well, they said no. The pendulum said no. Hold on. Oh, shucks. You still there? You still there? Okay, give me a second. Sometimes I think you're sitting right in front of me. Okay. Oh, come on. Mm-mm. Come on now. Oh, come on. No, here we go with the. Oh, hell. Not the commercials. Not the commercials. New Pope. Let me put in New Pope. Where is he from? New Pope elect? Well, we'll see. Oh, Robert Pro. They did. Okay. Wait a minute. This doesn't make sense. Here we go. Now, the Cardinals put out the white smoke 2 hours ago. That means they've made a decision. The first American Pope. ABC is reporting live the first American Pope. Robert Prevost. Okay, hold on. So, what are they talking about here? Why are they resuming voting? Let me just look and see who was the new Pope. Cardinal Robert Francis Provost of the United States has been elected 267th Pope and will soon step onto the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica as a new leader of the world, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so what in the world? 16 minutes ago. Born in Chicago. Oh, he's a year old. Okay, we're the same age. Oh, geez. Okay. All right, this is probably why. He's French, Italian, and Spanish at the same time. I get that's these days are is American. That's American. Okay. Prevost. Prevost. His father is French Italian and his mother is Spanish. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, damn. Somebody asked it, is Pope Francis ethnically Italian? They said yes. Okay. But I mean, come on. Hold on a second. There. Well, now this is something interesting. Yeah. Um, well, he's from Chicago. Oh, oh, now let's just say he has a very well-rounded ethnicities. He's multi. What? Hold on. Okay. They're saying he was born in Chicago, September 14th, 55. Okay. His parents are Italian immigrants to Argentina. This is what messed it up. Okay. All right. He grew up bilingual, speaking both Spanish and Italian, and his family has roots in Piedmont region, the Piedmont region of Italy. That's what I guess. I guess. I guess. So he is. Damn, he. Hold on a second. It said, well, he does speak English, doesn't he? He does. He should be. Now that's interesting. No, this is interesting. He was born here in 55, so he should be considered an American. The pendulum does not consider him American. It's not picking up American energy at all. Now, are you picking up American energy from the new Pope? What's his name? Louis? Pope Frank. Well, shit. Wait a minute. No, the new. Hold on a second. Hold on. Pope. Hold on. Hold on. Pope Robert. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm getting this screwed up. All right. I need your help. I need your help. Okay. Help. Hey, Shirley. How are you? Okay. Renee said he's from Chicago. Barbara says I'm Peruvian. Okay. I don't know about it being wrong. It's picking up energy, Aldith. It's not about right or wrong. It's about what is there. He's a Peruvian national. His name is Leo? I don't know. Robert Prevost. He's going to be Leo the 14th. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. So his energy is still okay. I want to see why it didn't pick up American at all. It's picked up. I'm going to ask it. Is the new Pope Robert Francis Prevost, now to be known as Pope Leo, is he Peruvian? Is he American? He did it twice. That's not wrong. That's like, I don't recognize your ethnicity. So he has Peruvian ways. his energy is Peruvian, even though he was born in Chicago. That's something else. Understand, when you're dealing with things like that, you are dealing with the energies. You're not dealing with the laws. You're not dealing with any kind of geography. You're dealing with the energies. This, hey, TT, this was deep. So his ways and his orientation are more Peruvian than a Pope Leo, Robert Francis Prevost. Are his energies, his personal energies, more Peruvian than American? Yeah, that's what that is. That's deep. His values are Peruvian. That says yes. That's deep. So we got a Pope Leo the 14th. That's some deep. That's deep. Peruvian, and here we go again with Italian. That's his dad. That's interesting, y'all. That is interesting. I don't know why did they name him a dark horse. What's the dark horse? Is he? Let me look this up. The dark horse. I'm gonna ask. I'm going to ask AI. Come on. Should that be? I guess I can call him Pope Leo now, right? The dark horse. He was considered a dark horse candidate because nobody expected him. Damn. So why was he? Maybe let me look at this. What is a not now? What is a dark horse? Okay, define dark horse. Oh, come on. Define dark horse. Let's see what this means. Not that. Oh, Jesus. All I want is a definition. Oh, my goodness. No. Dark, a candidate or competitor about whom little is known, but whom unexpectedly wins. They never saw him coming. What does that mean? He's a naturalized citizen of Peru. So he probably has some type, he's got dual, triple citizenship. I guess he did. Oh, well, that makes sense. Does that make sense to everybody now? As to why the pendulum said no, he's not American, he's Peruvian and Italian? Nope. Nope, makes sense to me. Well, what can I say? All right, I'll do this. Am I 21 again this year? No. Am I sitting on, do I have $1 million in assets? Hold on. Do I have $1 million in assets? No. Do I drive a 1969 Mustang? Do I live near, that's all no. Do I live near the Chesapeake Bay? Do I live near the Chesapeake Bay? There's nothing wrong with his pendulum. Oh, he spent the past 20 years. Oh, okay, A. Burns, thanks. Yeah, yeah. Mm. So he was born here, but he doesn't live here. That's what it is. That's it right there. He may have been born here 69 years ago, but he ain't from here. He doesn't live here. All right, that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. I tell you, this when you're dealing with the metaphysics and the energy, it is very, very specific. Hey Renee, I'm back. Wow. Okay. Now, what else was I doing before we had the Pope question? Was there anything else? Let me look up here. That was interesting. Oh, he's more Peruvian. Dang. Yeah, and he was friend. Yeah, because they were in alignment. They were in alignment. Well, that was good. That's a super blessing. That's a super blessing because I just knew they were going to go conservative. Hold on. Will Pope Leo the 14th, our new Pope, will he be as liberal as Pope Francis was in his reign? Yes. Okay. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. That was deep. Jaconda says, what are his beliefs about what's going on in America? Oh, you really want to know that? You know, they don't think too much about us right about now. Not too good. Hold on a second, because America has gone not just anti-Christian completely. Anti-Christian. Hold on a second. Let me move this over here. So what are Pope Leo's? Yeah, we can call him Pope Leo now. What are Pope Leo's thoughts on America? Let's do this. What are the thoughts? What are the Pope's thoughts on America? What are Pope Leo's thoughts on America? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are Pope Leo's thoughts on America right now? Mm-hmm. America takes work. It's got work to do. Eight of Pentacles. Six of Cups. It needs to work on its past and get its past. Look at this before it can move forward into a future. Wow. Ooh. Okay. It's overburdened. It has overburdened itself. Ooh. Hold on a second. It has what is the word? It has overburdened itself with authoritarianism or authoritativism. You can look at that as it is in love with power. I told you it wasn't gonna be that great. Mm-hmm. Oh wow. And it cannot seem to, you're talking about T-Rump. It cannot stand on a decision. It can't make a decision. Wow. Anything else? Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Wait a minute. Hold on. Where? Okay, this, and this. And as far as he is concerned, he feels that the United States is on the brink, will be at the brink of war any day now because of the three. Mm-hmm. Putin, China, and the United States. Wow. Bottom of the deck, our conflicts. Bottom of the deck, our conflicts has weakened us. Regrets comes quickly, and that the United States needs to reevaluate, uh, check its priorities. Where do you want to put your monies? Are you going to help the people or help the government? Help the people or help the oligarchs? Because he feels right now that the United States of America is under a spell of manipulation. Too much love in the material world. Mm-hmm. And trying, I have 9 of Wands, 2 of Wands, Knight of Wands. Trying to make business choices to get them out of the hole they're in. And also trying to use, what is this? Nope. Trying to stay out of jail. Trying to relocate, trying to stay away from, literally, trying to stay out of jail. You know who that is. That's the group. That's the group. Trying to keep them out. So that was wild. It is unsustainable. Yeah. Yeah, but we're going to sustain as people. People sustain. I got my pasta. Uh-huh. Okay, now what? Wait a minute. Let me move this out of the way so I can see more questions. Okay, let me take it back up. Okay, he spent the past 20 years there, I get. Yeah, yeah. Okay, thank you, A. Burns. Yeah, I saw that. Uh, no, no, Sheila, he does not. And I'm quite sure they have some choice words for J.D. Vance, who has converted to Catholicism, who's acting like something else. Okay. Yes, of course he'd be pro-immigrant. He's an immigrant. 20 years, born in Chicago, lived in Peru. And somebody wondered why. Well, he's an American. Nah, well, yeah, technically, kind of. And see, this is something. Well, I mean, he's in the Vatican now, so he's running things. He will be running things. This is something they're going to try to offset here in the United States when it comes to no more dual citizenship. Have you heard that? Yeah, they're going to try the singlet. No, you only get one citizenship these days. You will not be dual. Make your choice. It's either going to be the United States or somewhere else, and you will have to go somewhere else. Well, he would be in Latan. Hello, Latanya Sims. He would be anti-MAGA because MAGA is definitely not. They're Nazis. It's as simple as that. It's all about them. It's all about their money. It's all, and they don't mind killing you to get it. Sorry about that, but hey, hmm yeah, that's what that's always been about. Hi, Jackie B. Well, yeah, but guess what? Jackie, that U.S. and China trade war. Watch that carefully because I'm wondering what kind of trade war that really is. Yeah, we watch it. It might just be a game, and I don't mean checkers. Hey, Jackie, I don't even think that's they're not even playing checkers. That's going to be a walk back too. Yeah, before you know it, Timo and Sheen will be back to their normal cheap prices. Okay. All right, folks. What is it? It's 3 o'clock. Okay. I promised I'd promised my daughter we would do something this afternoon. Okay. Does anybody else have any other questions? I just had to hop in and say, hey there to all of you. hmm Okay. Okay. Let me take this. Oh, am I in the live chat? Yes. Okay. I made it here. Have I missed anyone? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, this was quick and clean. I hope you enjoy. This is what, just Thursday. I'm good. Oh, I'm gonna this weekend. I'm going to be working on my membership videos. I'm still working on the Hermetic Principles. I still cannot find my book. I'm working on the PDF that's online. I'm so disappointed in that, but I've seemed to have misplaced a lot of my reference material these days. Probably running up and down, in and out with it. But if you have any questions about that, please drop me a line and I can answer what's going on and how the tarot uh, corresponds to the Hermetic principles. Okay. On that note, my darlings, I will talk to you soon. Hopefully I will talk to you tomorrow. The karaoke cardinal, Kristen. I said, hey, sweetie. Hi, Alanya. Okay. All right, y'all. Talk to you later. Much love. Be safe out there.